I'm Chief Meteorologist Frank Billingsley. We are still watching this aerial flood advisory until 7 o'clock. You can see, especially from just outside of Conroe to Cleveland on into Liberty County, lightning as well as heavy rain and strong winds. I'll back this out a little bit. Still some lightning back on the west side. This front's trying to come through. As it does, we're going to have to look for the development of still some strong showers. Not so much this evening, but by the time we get to midnight, the Futurecast wants to ramp things up again, and that will continue right on through the overnight hours to 6 a.m. Then eventually, everything continues to move on out of here, but we got to get there first. In the meantime, we are in for a great weekend. 80 degrees for highs, 50s for lows as we head into Sunday. The Astros home opener looks good, and the golf tournament looks just terrific. Speaking of which, we'll start our special now. I'll have updates throughout this half hour.
The world's top players come to Houston.
I've had some good success here in the past as well, so hopefully we can keep that going.
Ready to tee off at the 2018 Houston Open. From the names to watch to the best spots to watch them.
Getting to the PGA Tour, it has been a dream of mine since I was a kid.
Plus a look at the future of the game.
When you win, it's a lot of fun.
Channel 2 is your go-to guide for this year's tournament. From the Golf Club of Houston, this is the 2018 Houston Open Special. Brought to you by Lexus. Experience amazing.
Good evening for the Golf Club of Houston. I'm Randy McEvoy alongside Rachel McNeil. Thanks for being with us as we get you ready for the 2018 Houston Open.
Yeah, a lot of excitement out here, Randy. The golfers have arrived. The fans super excited to get things teed off. The greens out here looking absolutely gorgeous. We have a picture courtesy Sky 2. Everything looking beautiful. We're just hoping the weather's going to cooperate.
I think it will look into the weekend. I like to bring my clubs and actually play this course. It looks great. We have team coverage from the Golf Club of Houston now, with everything you need to know to have the best experience here at the Houston Open.
All right, let's face it, the reason people are out here is to see these guys out on the green.
144 players are in the field chasing a $7 million purse. Here are the top players to look out for.
The 2018 Houston Open features another world-class field and, as always, one of the deepest on the tour schedule, with 6 of the top 20 players in the world rankings all set to tee it up at the Golf Club of Houston. Hall of Famer Phil Mickelson returns for his 11th consecutive Houston Open start. Lefty has 42 career wins, including here in Houston. He's always a gallery favorite at the Golf Club of Houston.
Look out for 24-year-old Jordan Spieth, whose game has been up and down of late. He's currently 4th in the world rankings, and he's hoping he can find his putting stroke this week as he prepares for the Masters. This marks his 6th straight Houston Open appearance.
The man golf fans simply call Cooch. Matt Kuchar will tee it up here at the Houston Open. He's ranked 20th in the world and was a 2016 Olympic medalist in Rio.
Another fan favorite is Ricky Fowler, who has become a regular on the Houston stop. Fowler's 8th in the world rankings and has his game in good shape.
A top contender this week will be world number 14, Henrik Stenson, who is always a threat to win in Houston.
Also in this year's field is defending champion Russell Henley, who looks to join Vijay Singh as the only back-to-back winner in Houston.
So the field is set and fans are in for some outstanding golf. 16 will play in the Masters next week. A dozen in the field this week have won a combined 25 major championships. And of the 144 set to tee it up, they account for 296 PGA Tour wins.
So no doubt a great field. Keep an eye on some of those guys as we get closer to the weekend in the final round this weekend.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule over the next few days. The first round is tomorrow. The first golfers teeing off at 7:15 in the morning. The second round will happen on Friday.
Yeah, heading to the weekend. Third round, of course, all day Saturday, and then championship round set for Sunday here at the Golf Club of Houston.
The folks here at the Houston Open want to make sure that our military members and first responders know just how important they are.
That's right. Adam Wexler out here at the Golf Club of Houston as well. He had the chance to check out the Gallery Furniture Heroes Outpost. With more on that, Wex joins us. Hey, Wex.
The Houston Golf Association has been honoring active duty military members and their families for several years now, and now they've also added first responders. So this year, both groups will get free admission and some perks at the Gallery Furniture Heroes Outpost, located on hole number 16. It's part of an effort by the Houston Golf Association to honor the city's heroes post-Hurricane Harvey.
We have a big tent out here for the first responders. They can come out here. We've got lots of free tickets. We've donated to the first responders, free food, free beverages. We say thank you to the real heroes of Hurricane Harvey, the first responders, the firemen, the policemen, the EMTs, the military people who worked countless hours during Hurricane Harvey. So a special thank you for them during this great Houston Open this week with so many great players on the golf course.
You can register online for a voucher. We've posted a link on click2houston.com. A great way to say thank you to those who serve and continue to serve our country and our city. Randy, Rachel, back to you.
It has now been 7 months since Hurricane Harvey flooded so many Houston area neighborhoods.
Several PGA players wanted to help those that had lost everything, and help they did. Jonathan Martinez explains.
They had all the tough ones out for us.
They are both professional golfers.
A little more, a few more.
They also both happen to be playing in the Houston Open.
Hard to make birdies in these pins.
But what sets Chris Trout and Bobby Gates apart from the rest of the field is that they are also both locals.
When you walk out on the first tee in your hometown event, it's pretty awesome.
So when Hurricane Harvey hit Houston and the surrounding areas, just like many of us, for them it was personal.
I was home that week and I couldn't believe, after the third, fourth, fifth day of rain, I was like, it's still coming down.
Everybody in this entire area, in Southeast Texas and over in Louisiana, just completely devastated.
And it was that sheer devastation across the area that motivated the pair to come together and help in the recovery process.
As a golfer, I'm good at golf. I'm not a community planner and organizer. So let's rally some friends and see if we can raise some money.
With the help of several friends and fellow professional players, in less than 3 months, they put together the Hurricane Harvey Relief Pro-Am Golf Tournament. The goal, to raise $1 million for recovery efforts.
I'm just happy that with all of our hard work and everybody donating donating their time and energy and money, we're able to give back to our area where people need it the most.
Not only did they reach their $1 million goal, but they exceeded it and are already giving that money back to the community. Golf may be an individual sport, but out of tragedy comes this unique teamwork that's making a difference at every turn.
When we were able to go actually hand the checks to the people and see the homes that were 6 months later just getting started and rebuilding, seeing the tears come down their face was worth it all.
So guys, this tournament really came together in only a matter of months, and that $1 million goal was reached. In fact, we can tell you in just the last week, the first couple of checks were given out for $50,000 apiece. We can also tell you that more checks will be going out in the very near future. Randy and Rachel?
What a great way to give back to the community after such a difficult time earlier in the fall.
And great men and great golfers. Well, as you can imagine, it takes a lot of manpower and equipment to bring the Houston Open live to you in your home.
Absolutely. In fact, we got a sneak peek inside of NBC's broadcast truck right here at the Golf Club of Houston as they get set to broadcast this tournament throughout the weekend. Very impressive setup, I might add, on this. Crews here use 37 cameras, 25.5 miles of cable, and a staff of 120 to put this tournament on the air.
Be sure to catch the tournament action live here on Channel 2. Saturday and Sunday, you can catch the action starting at 2 both afternoons.
And don't forget, we'll bring you a recap of all of the action during our nightly recap specials. You can catch it Thursday through Sunday, part of Sports Sunday, right here on Channel 2, right after Channel 2 News at 10.
Coming up, the Golf Club of Houston is a big place. We help you find the best places to watch all the action.
Plus, while some big box stores are failing, the PGA Tour Superstore is thriving. What the retailer says is the secret to their success.
But first, if you plan to head out to the Houston Open, a reminder about items you cannot bring. Backpacks, camera cases, purses, and seat cushions are not allowed. For a complete list of what you can and can't bring, head to our website, click2houston.com.
I'm Frank Billingsley. Another aerial flood advisory just issued. We told you about this one earlier. That's until 7 o'clock. And now just off to the east of that into Liberty County, a flood advisory until 7:30. Basically 1 to 2 inches of rain, but a lot of heavy rain in spots and certainly a lot of lightning as this continues to move off to the east fairly quickly. We continue to see flood advisories off toward Louisiana as well. Pull this out a little bit. It looks like a bit of a break as we get into the evening hours. Hopefully we will see that. What I'm worried about is as we get toward the midnight hour, we start to see things beef up again. If that verifies, then we'll have another round of showers between midnight and 6 a.m. Then finally, once we get into the earlier morning hours and the late morning hours, we start to see things begin to clear up. So we'll be in much better shape as we head toward Thursday, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll continue with our weather updates throughout this half hour. Stay with us.
The Houston Open welcomes players. The Houston Open welcomes players to Houston from across the world. This year's field includes 44 players from 20 different countries.
And one of those players getting a lot of attention this week so far, Rachel, is 21-year-old Shubhankar Sharma. He is from India. This guy is on the rise quickly. Superstar status already. Had his first PGA Tour start in the 2018 World Golf Championships recently in Mexico City. Had a two-shot lead entering the final round, and he was paired with his longtime idol, the guy he grew up watching, Phil Mickelson, in that final group.
He is a two-time victor on the European Tour. He's also heading to the 2018 Masters, which will be the first major championship appearance of his career.
I've been playing well, and it's great that I'm getting more opportunities to play here. And then obviously Masters will be fantastic. I was thrilled when I got the call, and I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, I've seen it on TV for so many years, and to actually be there will be a dream come true.
Now let's talk about last year's winner, Russell Henley. He shot a final round 65, and he walked away with the big prize last year, Rachel.
Henley breezed past the competition. He won the 2017 Houston Open by a commanding 3 shots over second place Sung Kang, who led after the second and third rounds. Henley playing again this year, hoping for a repeat before heading off to the Masters.
Well, there's so much going on out here at the tournament, including today's Grand Pro-Am. All the golfers having a great time. But you know what? If you're a spectator, it can be hard now to figure out where you need to be out here.
But we sent our Lainey Fritz out to find out where's the best spot to watch all the tournament action.
The Golf Club of Houston, one of the premier venues on the PGA Tour, both for the golfers and for the fans. With many great spots along the course to catch all the action, here are the top 3. The 12th hole has a nice seating area for fans, and with it being a short par 4, you can expect lots of excitement.
It's a drivable par 4, which is one of the interesting things about the back 9, especially on the weekend and Sunday in the final round. So a lot of the guys try to drive that green, so that's really a cool place to watch.
Next up, the 16th hole, which is one of the signature holes along the course.
16's just become kind of our boisterous hole, if you will, a little bit. We have the Club 16 behind the green, which is a premium ticket, but we have open to the public bleachers, and then we have a party deck that's right on the other end of those bleachers.
And last but not least, one of the most popular locations on the golf course, right here in between holes 1 and 18. It's really a 2-for-1 because you can watch your favorite golfers tee off and finish all within short walking distance.
You know, we've got an autograph area for kids that's for kids only, and the guys are great about signing autographs once they're finished, and that's the best place really to get autographs. But there's a lot of activity behind 18 Green with our expo area and a lot of interactive things that people can enjoy.
All right, thanks, Landy. I think the spectators out here are going to have a blast over the weekend. Well, you've seen them here on Channel 2, Rachel. Stories about big box stores going under, victims of booming online giants such as Amazon.
Yeah, but one golf-related store is thriving. The PGA Tour Superstore is even taking over some of those buildings that have been left behind by those empty big box stores. It is a wonderland for golf enthusiasts.
From clubs to balls to cloths, even your swing.
I would really like to try one of these clubs. Do you have any of these clubs?
I sure do.
The PGA Tour Superstore in the Woodlands is a golfer's paradise, much more than just clubs and balls.
The PGA Tour Superstore is more than just an equipment store. We're an experience.
There is a 2,000 square foot putting green, even practice bays that include interactive video to warm up that swing.
You can come in here, even with your own clubs, compare it in our hitting bays with the newest and latest clubs from Ping, TaylorMade, Callaway, Wilson, and we will find the right club for you.
The store is flourishing across the country, even buying up storefronts from now out of business big box stores.
Right now, the PGA Tour Superstore has 32 stores countrywide. We're planning to expand to over 50 stores in the next couple of years.
The PGA Tour Superstore plans to open a location in Katy on May 5th.
That sounds like a very cool place. Yes. I got to check that out. Hey, one of our favorite Houstonians is well known for his socks. That would be President George H.W. Bush.
And that is why the Open has established Crazy Sock Saturday. The event recognizes the former president, who is a longtime Houston Open fan. He's attended for many years, always wearing his signature socks. Organizers encourage fans to wear their crazy socks at the tournament.
Still ahead, young players hit the course.
It's like my zen place. It's just always fun, like no matter what I'm doing.
A look at the impressive skills of some local kids who are working to become the future of the game. Plus, from the diamond to the green.
For me, it's one of the hardest sports to play.
Who our World Series champs think have the best swing on the golf course.
But first, promoting skin safety. MD Anderson Cancer Center will host free skin cancer screenings every day from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. near the 18th green.
The Houston Open raises funds for many. The Houston Open raises funds for many projects across the area, but they fully fund the First Tee of Greater Houston. The program offers subsidized opportunities for young golfers. In 2017 alone, the Houston chapter added nearly 50,000 new participants and is now the largest First Tee chapter in the world.
Well, a lot of history. It really is a great program.
Yeah, they're learning so many skills that are going to benefit them throughout their lives. Speaking of kids playing golf, just a couple of weeks ago, 2 local girls had a chance to compete in the drive, chip, and putt competition.
You're pretty good at that, right?
Obviously.
Hey, the program is aimed at growing the game by focusing on those 3 key skills in this great game of golf. get kids interested at a very early age. For more on that, Adam Wexler has the story on two young stars.
Golf is a sport for all ages, and two young ladies here in Houston won a regional championship in the drive, chip, and putt competition. That earned them the opportunity to go to the national finals this weekend. I had a chance to hit the course right here at the Golf Club of Houston with the two young ladies. The first thing I found out very quickly with 13-year-old Alan Stevens and 9-year-old Rayleigh Bosley was golf is a family affair.
Because it's a great way for a whole family to spend time together and visit with each other.
It's just nice that we all play. It's really fun and I enjoy it.
For Alan, the love affair with golf was not immediate.
I absolutely despised golf. My dad would always push me so hard, and so I was just like, no, I'm not doing that.
But her first tournament 4 years ago, there was a 4th place finish, and things quickly changed.
When you win, it's a lot of fun.
Rayleigh has a very special story from her regional win.
It was my mother's birthday, and she was able to come, but what made it so special is she's battling brain cancer, and she was able to be there, and Rayleigh put on the best performance of her young golf career, so it was pretty exciting.
It just made me feel special, and I did really well.
Alan has been at this for a little longer and was in her 4th go-around trying to earn a spot at the prestigious event at the Masters.
It lit a fire in her 4 years ago. You know, my dad and I, who are lifelong golfers, finally get to go to the tournament that we've watched together since I was a kid, so I don't even think she knows what she's done for us.
I'm kind of in the midst of just like kind of experiencing everything that golf has to offer.
Is there anybody that you'd like to meet?
Tiger Woods.
Why Tiger?
Because he's just Tiger. Like, it's just, he's like one of the greats, you know, and I want to be like that.
And Alan still has that top goal in mind, too.
I'm definitely there to have fun. I'm out there to, like, enjoy the Masters, and I'm totally there to win.
I should also add that Rayleigh was hoping when she gets to Augusta to see Tiger Woods and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler, who she actually got an autograph from right here at the Houston Open a year ago. Alan and Rayleigh, a couple of young ladies worth watching on the links in the years to come.
If you plan to head out here this weekend, you need to know about parking.
Yeah, they've made it actually pretty easy for you. You could purchase a parking pass, on-site parking now, for only $35. It's well worth it now. Or beginning tomorrow through Sunday, general parking is at the Eco Park lot on Greens Road and JFK at Bush Intercontinental Airport. You pay $5 to park, and then after that you catch the shuttle. And if you decide to take a taxi or ride share, there is a designated spot for drop-off and pickup on Wilson Road near the bus drop-off area. Lyft is the official ride share sponsor.
Up next, they are Houston's champions, but do they have game on the golf course?
I'm a weekend golfer. I'm not anything good at it.
But first, observe Easter here at the 18th green. A sunrise service is scheduled at 6:15 Sunday morning at the Champions Pavilion before the final day of play. The service is free and open to the public.
Hi, Frank Billingsley. Flood advisory about to expire 7 o'clock for Harrison, Montgomery County, but this one continues until 7:30 over Liberty County. Some strong storms moving into Hardin right now, but back across western Montgomery County, still some lightning down there, so be careful. It's still fairly active. And although things begin to look a little meager, the Futurecast wants to really beef things up toward midnight with more moisture coming across from Mexico, continuing right on into the morning hours. So by the time we get to 7 a.m., it begins to clear, but not until then. We are in for a great Thursday. We just got to get there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all clear and cool. Astros home opener looks nice as well. We'll have more throughout this evening.
Well, you know we love our World Series champion Astros.
Absolutely. New season is underway. You know what? Believe it or not, Astro players like to swing the golf club along with the bat. And we caught up with a few of the Astros recently to talk about their golf game.
The best golfer.
I know he plays all the time.
I'm going to say Verlander.
Are you a golfer?
A little bit. I'm a weekend golfer. I'm not anything good at it. I love to golf, but I'm not very good at it.
How's your game personally?
Not very good. I'm anywhere from an 85 to 105.
Okay, well, you got a range. Huh?
Yeah. It's a big range, though.
After I started playing, the respect for those guys went up so much because that's a hard game.
For me, it's one of the hardest sports to play. And what those guys are able to do 4 days in a row to win a tournament with a field of 80 people, it's incredible.
These guys are so fine-tuned. They're fun to play with, to watch the way they go through the routine and how they hit shots and work so hard at it. They practice all the time, and we see a bunch of them down in Florida, so it's fun to get to play with them and see how good they are.
Yeah, maybe best they just stick with their day jobs and win another World Series.
Hey, that wouldn't be bad. They're actually really good at baseball again this year. Hey, one more reminder now, you can get all the updates on all of the action here at the Houston Open starting tomorrow night through Sunday right after the news. Join us for a 15-minute Houston Open special. You can also get updates from click2houston.com. Just head to the sports page. Well, that does it for us. Thanks for being with us on our Houston Open special.
Catch the action all week from Humboldt. For now, good night from the Golf Club of Houston.